Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we have a gorgeous locomotive to review, and it is the Rapido trains Highland Railways Jones Goods, which is stunning, and I've had it a short period now. It was on pre-order. I've been a little bit delayed on the release of the video. I do apologise in advance for the slightly worse lighting than usual because it is dark and I've had to put the big light on. And also, if it starts to rain, apologise for the noise on the roof. So, we'll get started. We will do a quick look at the box and accessories, and then we will go into the detail, then give it a run. It has already been running before the video, donkeys ago when I got it. So, we will just run through a quick review of it, so you can see what you are basically getting if you get one. So, let's get started. The box is awesome. I do like it a lot. Highland Railway Jones Goods 460 HR Scottish Legends, and it has like this matching yellowy colour as well, which is really cool. Love the box a lot. There is a bit of history on the class. If you'd like to pause and read that, you can do. That's the back of the box, and then you've got the top there, which is a bit of gumph, and the side just tells you the product code, etc. So I'll just get inside and I'll show you what it's like inside. So you've got your foam cover, which is really nice, really well packaged, block of ice packaging. It's in two separate ones, so the tender and the locomotive are in two separate ones because they've got a push together coupling between the two, which is pretty cool. There are a couple of accessories in there. There are some. There's some etched number plates in there as well, if I can get a focus on there. So it's pretty cool. I will just grab the instructions and show you those briefly. So here you go, owner's manual, Jones Goods. It just gives you everything you need to know about the locomotives, just about running up and DCC chipping it. It's all in the tender. And DCC functions, and then the accessories, so if you want to put those on, there is a diagram of how to do that, and then a little bit of extra. And always, as with Rapido, there's always a picture of the real loco at the back, which is cool. So that is the exact locomotive there, number 103, in the yellow colour, which is pretty cool. So that is, there's another picture there as well, which is really nice. So that's the instructions, nice little brief overview. Now let's get to the detail of the locomotive. So here is this beautiful yellow thing then, and as you can see, it's a 460 locomotive. It was Britain's first 460, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Britain's, counts as Britain's or the UK's. You know what I mean. And it is absolutely stunning. It dates back to before 1900, and you can tell by the styling that that is how it is. But Rapido have done an amazing job of replicating the locomotive and done a beautiful, detailed example. So, what the hell's moving about around there? Anyway, so we'll start at the front. You can see, start off with the buffer beam, which is picked up really nicely with all the paintwork. You do have some very small and fine sprung metal buffers, which are absolutely gorgeous. They don't look like they would be because they're so small and fine and old-fashioned style buffers, and they usually probably wouldn't be on a loco like this, but well, in terms of model form, but it's nice that they are. It's incredibly detailed. So that is vacuum pipe, and they are like that on the actual locomotive. On all of the pictures of the locos and how they're supposed to be mounted, that's how it is. So I assume that's correct. So it's pretty cool. And then you do have the smoke box dart, which is picked out really nicely. It is a separately fitted piece as well. It's picked out in that gorgeous silver colour. Handrail is really nice in this sort of silver colour all the way along the front and side of the locomotive. You've got this lovely tall chimney, which looks fantastic. And it is also mounted correctly as well. Some Rapido locos are a little bit hit and miss with their funnels or chimneys, which is pretty cool. And I do like the moulded detail on that a lot. And the top is picked out in copper, which looks really nice as well. It actually looks really detailed. It's got a nice little shine to it. The dome looks fantastic, nice and moulded. And then you've got the whistles and the safety valves at the back, which are really nice as well. You've got loads of glazing on the windows, and then you've got the lining pits out as well, which is pretty cool. Got handrails all across the side of the locomotive, all separately fitted. Nice cab as well, cab roof. And then you've got handrails across the back there as well. Loads of lining in this green sort of colour, which reminds me of Improved Engine Green. I don't think it's supposed to be related, but it is quite close. but they probably don't have anything to do with each other. And then you've got the sort of lovely yellow source of colour, and then you've got all the lining there as well, which looks absolutely fantastic. Loads of mouldy detail across the locomotive as well. And then the splashes are picked out also in the yellow with all the lining. So you've got this like browny red colour with the black and the white, which looks fantastic. And then you've got slightly more matte effect to the smoke box as well, which looks really nice. It stands out quite a lot, so that is really nice. And the focus in the camera is completely off, which is hilarious. Lots of the green contrasting paintwork across the locomotive as well, which looks really nice. It's also on the wheels, which look fantastic. And you've got the axles, which are lovely and realistic, with the coupling rods as well, which look really nice, nice and fine. The tender is similarly as beautiful, with the yellow paintwork, all the lining on there as well, which I think the livery is a huge factor into how amazing this locomotive looks. It is incredibly well detailed though, the amount of separate fitted parts, all handrails and everything is incredible. But it's just the livery is amazing. All the underframe detail is done as well, and you've got loads of stuff under the actual between the two frames of the tender, which look fantastic. You have a plate between the tender and the locomotive, which is posable as well, and then you have a separately fitted and removable coal load. It's probably a little bit too removable, in fact, because it is quite easy to just take it out. But it's a good thing because then you can replace it with whatever you like. If you don't like that. That doesn't open. No, that's not Cure scale level of thingy, but cab is picked out really nicely as well. So nice. You've got the wooden floor effect. You've got all the gauges picked out and all the piping, which looks fantastic. It is a firebox glow in this as well, which is really nice. You've got all the walls painted into a separate colour for the walls of the cab as well, which looks really nice. Lovely contrast in there. The tender has loads of detail in the between the cab and the tender itself, which is fantastic. And towards the back you have the sprung buffers, as you would expect. Stop there we go. And then you've got all the lining picked out on the buffers itself, and then you've got the vacuum pipe and all the lining and separate fitted detail, like handrails, and even warning labels for overhead power lines, which is pretty cool. And obviously you've got this nice coal rail as well, which looks absolutely fantastic. And now we are on to the track very quick spell of running. So I will dead quickly show you what it's like at the slower speeds. Just because it's a nice test of how it runs. That's because I'm using an older controller, by the way, that kicks in nice and slow, nice and quick like that. If I use a feedback, I'm not really supposed to use a feedback with this. It says. If I use a feedback, look how slowly that runs. You're not really supposed to use a feedback with these. But it says in the instructions you're not anyway. So it does cog a little bit, but it's quite good. As you'll see in a minute, it runs really well with high speeds. You see how it flashed the light when it was for the firebox glow on the feedback. Right, I'll get its coaches to hook up with it, and then we'll get some shots of it running around the layout. We've got some X-Cali coaches with it, which look fabulous. Run too quickly, nice and slowly. Hopefully the track doesn't cause many problems today. It is beautiful though, isn't it? Absolutely stunning thing. Runs beautifully as well. On the firebox glow you can see there, it's pretty nice. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this. It wasn't cheap, but it was the first ever loco I pre-ordered and got on release, and pre-ordered in early stages as well. So that's pretty cool. So I was very hopeful that it was going to be very nice, and I'm glad it is, because I've got a lovely example. So chuffed with that. Some people may not have the same experiences. Their mileage may vary, but In terms of what I've managed to get hold of, in terms of the Jones goods, it's absolutely bob on, and I adore it. And the yellow is to die for. It's just stunning, so I'm very, very happy with it. But it is beautiful. So I do recommend getting one if you haven't already. There are still some available on Rails of Sheffield. They are 186.50. If you get the Railway Icons one, they're 220. But personally, I would go with the yellow over anything else. That's hence why I've got the yellow. But I just think if you're going to get one, you might as well go for the yellow, because it's just such a unique and crazy livery, and it's absolutely beautiful. So just look at it. And it comes across in several different shades of yellow on camera as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous thing. I do adore it a lot. So definitely one of my favourite locos in the collection. When it comes back, we will conclude it there. That will do us for today. Look at it. It is stunning, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So that is a quick review of the gorgeous Rapido trains at Jones Goods, which is my second Rapido locomotive of many that will eventually join. And it's absolutely stunning, and I love it so much. So yeah, obviously comment your thoughts down below. Are you going to be getting one? What do you think of the prototype? Do you like the locomotive in the collection? I think we're up to 60 locomotives now, and some have gone, some will probably still continue to go through 2025. But there's a couple coming in that are very exciting. And yeah, this was obviously a pre-order, so it came out sort of in a weird time before Christmas. But it is what it is, and yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. So that is the Rapido Trains Highland Railway Jones Goods number 103 in the Highland Railway yellow. And until next time, thank you all for watching, and make sure to subscribe, blah blah blah, if you haven't already. And I'll see you very soon for another upload. And I think next is a train spotting compilation, but we'll see. Anyway, there'll be some more videos coming very, very soon. It's a busy period for the channel, so goodbye.